Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Don't Call Me White Girl podcast, live from South Central LA.
I don't think we're in South Central.
Live from Compton, LA.
We ain't there neither, but
they can see out the window. I don't think they
Hollywood. Y'all just shut up. Phelps is here, and Dre is here, and Gary's here too. Don't Call Me White Girl is in LA. LA Mona, a.k.a. the Big Crip. I didn't know which gang I wanted to align myself with.
You got a red P on your arm.
This nigga's walking around last night. We go to Roscoe's in Hollywood. This nigga's walking around with this hat over top of his hoodie, looking like a gangbanger. And I asked him to stop because I didn't want to get accosted.
Just like my man Splice said, you can't wear the hat over the do-rag because it's giving Eminem.
So you put the red hat over top of the hoodie? Okay.
Fly to in LA wearing any colors I want.
We had dinner last night. It sucked. Shout out to Roscoe's. It was horrible.
It wasn't that bad.
It was disgusting. The macaroni and cheese was my complexion. The chicken was brown skin, but it was folded. Like, who folds their wings? It wasn't fried hard enough. The greens was real wet.
They were juicy.
And that's, ladies, that was Dre saying how wet the greens were.
It was like soup. It ain't supposed to be that.
Y'all got
Dre said the
Roscoe's.
greens
I ain't
were
get
real
Roscoe's.
wet.
I knew I ain't. It's like you got to understand the landscape and we ain't.
Phelps is a racist, so he figures if it's Mexicans in the kitchen, get a quesadilla. That's what Phelps said. Wow. It just sounds
She
racist.
said that. Y'all ain't never heard me say that.
I'm not gonna cap the quesadilla was good. I really regretted getting the Roscoe's. Roscoe's was horrible. I know I should have got a waffle, but I didn't. And it's like, damn, dog, y'all can't make mac.
Actually, we can blame that girl who we asked. Because we wanted to get the waffle. We wanted to get the waffle, but she was like, "Oh, it was good. The greens was good, and all that stuff." And it was just
She was a liar because she was skinny.
Pedro don't make collard greens. You tripping?
We fucked up. No, but shout out to my beverage. My beverage was the main character.
Yo,
last
that
night.
was crazy. That was crazy.
My beverage was the main character. It was called the
Sunrise. Was it?
No, I start with an L or
Wet
something.
pussy.
The Lucy's or something. What was it?
Whatever.
Lisa.
It
You said it was a
was.
Lisa juice something.
It was orange juice, lemonade, and fruit punch. It was amazing.
It sound nasty, but it was good.
It was great. Guess what, ladies and gents at home? Phelps actually did his homework and watched the documentary. Give it up for Phelps, man. He watched the Murdaugh murders. And Dre did too. What do you think, fellas?
It's a wild story, man.
Yeah.
And this nigga gets found guilty and he's sentenced, right?
Yeah, for killing Paul and Maggie, his wife and his son.
Why is Buster out here just chilling? Like Buster just.
Because Buster stay out the way.
What you mean, Buster?
Like he quiet, you know what I mean? Like he don't, like Paul was the one that was always.
Man, they got Buster on phone records. Buster was talking to niggas. Buster was behind closed doors with niggas and all that.
I definitely wouldn't be surprised if Buster gets indicted eventually, but.
For what though, Steven?
Buster answering the phone, his pop's talking about, Buster talking about, like, come on, we're like, what?
It was weird. When they had to call from jail and Alec calls Buster and he just randomly like, remember how your mom used to smile? I would have been like that. Like, I do remember how she used to smile. We would still be here smiling if you ain't flip out.
You think Buster know that he did it?
I think so, yeah. I feel like they close like that.
Yeah.
That's his dad. You know, some people about their dad, that's how it is. But I think that he also probably is in denial about certain things. You know what I mean? Because just the fact that his father would bring his mother up like that, you know, it's not an open thing. But people be crazy like that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we crazy enough that we going to pretend that this
like
elephant
you know
isn't.
it's something, but you just
Because
like, we're
what
not
else
going
you
to address
gonna
it.
do? You lost everybody. Why not hold on to your dad? I think a lot of people don't understand stuff like that because it's like, in the greater scheme of things, people, oh, you shouldn't have. But if that's your mother and your father and you really love both and something like that happened, would you really cut them off? How much anger or resentment would you have towards that person if, now let's say you really wasn't, you fuck with your pop and, you know what I mean?
If he killed my brother and my mom?
Yeah. Because Paul was annoying. Nobody liked Paul.
I'm gonna be honest.
Nobody liked Paul.
That is real. Paul was.
Come on now, Paul was a fucking headache.
I'm not fucking with my pops at all, and I can't say that I would like try to like kill him in retaliation, but I definitely would like. I would go try to fuck my dad up real bad. Like,
okay,
put him in a
wheelchair
besides
would you get up on the stand?
Huh?
Would you get up on the stand? Like,
nah, I need him out so I can put his ass in a wheelchair. I fuck around, be on his side in court, and he thinks shit's sweet. And as soon as he get close, it'd be a whole different story.
I feel like when I look at it like that, like you raised together, and your whole world comes crashing down. Your brother's going, your mother's going, your father going to jail. Fuck it, I'm gonna talk to my pop.
And I would look at it like the nigga that killed my mom, not the same nigga that raised me. They two different separate people. Like, you feel me? If you separate it like that, it ain't hard.
I mean, you know, I don't know. The documentary is crazy. First of all, I also want to highlight, wasn't it crazy how many niggas he scammed? God damn, when they start talking about all his scams, it was like Johnson, Jackson, Brown. God damn, did you scam one white man?
Yeah, it was bad.
I don't think he liked niggas.
Well, before the scam part, I think what you saying makes sense, or what y'all saying makes sense, because it's like Alec probably got Buster out of some shit, right? And he feel like he probably owe him like to just not say some shit when it come to everything.
Mind you, you never know how he explains that to Buster. He might explain it in a way like, yo, mommy was about to go to the press with this divorce and, you know, she was going to fuck it up. Like,
fuck the money up.
Because I really do believe that he didn't have intentions and purposes of coming out as a drug addict, you know. White men are very super powerful and this and that. Him saying he was on drugs at the point he said it could only, no, what I'm saying is at the point that he did come out as a drug addict, that could only help him. And that's why he used it.
Oh, yeah, at the point, yeah.
So prior to that, because it's the thing, when you claim your drug addiction, right, then you looking for redemption, recovery is very accepted in this country. People root for you and all that. But when somebody exposes you, it's shit, they on drugs. You understand? So I think that, I really don't think that he wanted that to come out. I think that it was a lot of pressure because when Paul fucked up and killed that girl, he brought a lot of unnecessary attention to the family. And I think it blew niggas because it's like, we talking about 100 years of doing what the fuck you want. Then this little redhead bitch can't put down the goddamn Cavassier.
Yeah.
This bitch on the water doing $1 million under a bridge. Pitch black at night, you dumb bastard. They was tired of him. If you watch the documentary, the motherfucker flipped the car 6 months for that. And he telling everybody, don't call an ambulance, but his motherfucking arm popped out the socket because his people run shit. At the end of the day, the way I described it is what I meant. It was a good flick of white people being white people because they're demons.
And let that be a lesson too. Your parents always said, if all your friends jump off the bridge, you gonna jump. Don't get in the boat with no drunk ass nigga.
I was so mad at them. The fact that
we don't
look, guys, it's a blimp. I looked up and saw the Goodyear blimp. Today could be a good day. Ain't that from Ice Cube shit? How many times you in Philadelphia you look up and see a blimp? No. How many times you in Philadelphia you hear random gunshots?
Definitely see a bird in the sky.
This blimp is huge. What is the purpose of it?
So what was we talking about?
You know I'm easily distracted.
She basically had a squirrel moment, like squirrel brain.
This nigga's flying about this. I've never seen a blimp outside.
That remind me of some shit. I remind me to tell y'all about that.
We were talking about the murders though with Paul, and I think. When you mess with somebody's kid, like everybody in that time was scared of him, but the moment that you like mess with somebody's kids, like all bets is off. Like my daughter died. Oh nah, I'm coming for you. I don't care what your last name is.
Then they start questioning all the other. They start questioning the one parent when the nigga got killed. When they killed Paul, they start like, oh, he was looking for redemption. Like,
please,
the finger point would be so crazy. Like, just automatically, it's like, damn.
I had a person comment. I probably had 2 or 3 people comment from the Low Country, black girls, saying how it's a known thing type of family they are. There's one girl said that they have cars buried on the property. She said that her grandfather said that they haven't digging them cars up, they really in trouble. Like it's a known thing. You know, people in the town know shit or whatever. a lot of people from down there were commenting on it like, I can't believe so many people are looking at where we live because it's like nowhere really nobody talks about. But
and
there's no way that you can have a legal, law-abiding, good, type of situation when you're letting nepotism take over the government like that. Them niggas couldn't be solicitor after solicitor after solicitor. That's not how shit go. That's why the fuck you only allowed to run twice. And that's why that's why you really shouldn't be able to run if your father run, because that's just like Bush with his stupid ass. You know what I mean? Because he was the dumber Bush. So we could have kept the first Bush because at least that nigga wasn't slow like George was.
How much land did they own?
George
like,
was dumber than a bag of bricks.
Didn't they own mad land too? Like how much land did they own?
I don't know, but their house was big as shit.
It was one
Them
of
niggas was eating.
I think it was like, wasn't it like 1,000 acres, some type shit? Like all that it started with an M. The main
sidebar. You know what those fucking experts said?
What?
That it would be even the amount of money that he stole. Because let's be clear, if you haven't watched it, this nigga is not only a murderer, this motherfucker is a fucking thief. And the kind of crimes that he would commit were like, he worked for like a personal injury firm. He would take on these big ass suits. He's suing people from anywhere from a couple $1 million to a couple 100,000. And guess how much y'all get? Nothing. This motherfucker represented every Negro in the county, including the handicapped Negroes. One nigga couldn't even hear. This motherfucker was deaf as a motherfucker, and you gonna fuck a deaf man? God damn, that's a soulless motherfucker. I'm telling you, that nigga Allen, that's why he in there playing spades and gambling and eating Suboxone, because that motherfucker's a thug.
Yeah,
he fit right in over that motherfucker.
He was talking to his son. He was
he
like,
said, I just want some soup.
He said, I almost hit on my parlay.
He's a fucking thug, boy. That boy in there gambling, having a good time. He fit right in because he's a fucking criminal. Yeah. They bums, but they was bums anyway. Who knows if any of the Murdaughs were talented, or was it just that good old boy mentality where one white nigga look out for the other white nigga and you never get fired because y'all lie and play games? Because just like Dre said, those bank niggas, I don't know if they gonna get indicted because they was doing big favors for Alec, big head ass, big head, little body. Alec, one of the white men that always look red in the face, like he always flushed, he always shocked or some shit. Because listen, if he was on drugs, he was on drugs, and the disease of addiction is that of a disease is cunning, what they call it, cunning, and come to you in the middle of the night, scratch your back like a monkey. Either way, if he was on drugs, he was on drugs. But those fucking financial experts said that if that motherfucker was really on with the kind of drugs he claimed, he had enough drugs for 1,000 people. Yeah. Like, where's the money, nigga? Where's the money, Alec?
And they said that they didn't live flashy lifestyles or nothing.
Fuck no. They wasn't driving they motherfuckers was driving RAV4s. Where's the fucking money, Alec? Write me. Shit.
Fucking, what was I about to say?
All that motherfucking paper. Where's it at? And they was bums. Did I say that? Buster got put out of school for plagiarism, dumbass nigga. Had to copy off somebody. Y'all was from the projects. They had a couple dollars. That whole last generation of the Murdaughs was a bunch of fucking project people. They just white.
They ain't have like no incest in the family or nothing like that.
No, but they was all red-haired, flush motherfuckers. Though, everybody looked like, surprise. Surprise. They wasn't cute at all. None of them. Not even Maggie. God bless her. Well, let's move on. Got a little crazy. I didn't mean to take it there. I was just being honest. It wasn't a good-looking family.
I ain't gonna lie though.
It wasn't attractive.
But the way he finessed like that whole thing with killing his maid and getting $4 million, that was wild. Like the fact that he got that much money for just her, and it was because of the way
they killed the bitch.
I know, but it was the way she died, like on his property and all.
The least you could do was pay them.
It was
This is my thing. If this is the thing I don't understand with Alec Murdaugh, this is why I think he's stupid. If you sue behalf of me, and you sue for $3 million and you get 2.5, why the fuck are you keeping all the money? Even you can still rob me good with me getting something, nigga. Like, and the thing about it is clearly he was really, really focusing on the poorer people because you assume that they're dumb, they're ignorant, they don't have connects.
Yeah.
But goddamn, a poor motherfucker waiting on that check, nigga.
On that, yeah.
You not even giving niggas 10 bands?
Even if he gave them 600, 700,000, that was probably more money than that family had ever seen.
Bro, they might not have complained
about nothing.
Exactly, yeah.
That's my thing. Niggas might not.
He wasn't even hush money in it, right?
And if you're watching this, I want you to know, most people that he stole from, he stole the entire settlement. He ain't give you shit. This nigga just stopped talking to you after 2-3 years. Because a lot of those lawsuits take years.
Yeah, so he just collect and just disappear on you.
Bro, not to mention, most of the people he was representing, they were already dead. You know the type of person you are to rob a dead person? You got to be a certain kind of person to know somebody's dead. And to take from them like that. Representing their children. Crazy. I don't know. I do think Buster was a bum. I think the whole family was pretty bummy. Thugs, ghetto, ratchet, trifling. Them kids go over there, they offer them kids liquor. Yeah. And them kids came from good families, so they wasn't even used to it. They like, here, come get drunk.
They definitely wasn't as sharp as they forefathers.
That's why I was
waking up and beating the shit out of his girlfriend. This nigga 15. He retarded.
Yeah.
Something wrong with that nigga. And him getting pissy drunk, the whole thing was crazy. It was bound to happen because you already powerful like that and you raising these kids to believe, because what they said about Maggie was she liked her status. Like, you know, she liked really, because she married into that.
She was ignoring everything she was hearing.
I don't even know if she was ignoring it, but she liked to be what she was, which is top bitch in the area. Anytime you figure it's a boating accident, it is a homicide scene. Nobody's allowed there, including the parents that cannot find their kid that's in that water somewhere floating. But these motherfuckers just raised the caution tape and walked the fuck down. They was really them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it was like they were really them. And then it's like, that's proof that nepotism shit is a problem, because it's like, how do you know you getting stuff good? You know, good shit, good stock anymore. Because let's say, okay, y'all come from good stock, you whatever. These motherfuckers born in the 90s wasn't that good, Dre. Buster got caught copying up somebody's own work. Buster was dumb.
Thank goodness.
Buster is dumb because he's alive and well.
Wasn't it a nigga that found the body too? Like, wasn't it a black man that found the body?
What body?
The
girl?
The girl.
I don't remember that.
I don't know who exactly. I just know they was out there working towards it and they found her. But even that was terrible because she was supposed, you know, she's the sweetest, bestest. A couple of my folks watched it, and a lot of people were bothered by Cooper. Cooper being seeming to be really, really loyal to Paul to a certain extent. And he talks about how it might be the wrong name.
I'm about to say, I don't think it's
Billy,
Cooper.
whatever the fuck the nigga's name
is.
Was
that the one whose girlfriend died?
Cooper was falsely accused.
Whose girlfriends died.
Yeah.
Okay, not the one that let the pop-out punk come and say, I don't know who was driving the boat.
Cooper was falsely accused. I think the boy best friend name was like Mike or something like that.
Billy Bobby. Either way, a lot of people didn't like that he was like, when he says Paul words to him, I love you, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And he says stuff like, he's a good guy, I won't bash the guy. When I watch it, the way it's done, I feel like it's more honoring Paul because he's dead. He's doing these interviews after Paul's dead, his best friend of some years. Right. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I feel like, and again, I'm gonna use the same point. Niggas gonna use what they gonna use to get by or get through some shit. I might not want to lose both my parents and my brother, so I'm gonna talk to my dad in jail. Yeah. Also, I just lost my bitch and my best friend. I'd rather remember the good times that share my best friend versus him killing my girlfriend prior to. He was murdered by his horrible father. I think that people made excuses for them because of that. Like, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like they made excuses for Paul because of the way he was raised, because it was a negative thing. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't cool that he was being raised fucked up. They felt bad for them.
He can't be mad they can't be mad at the way Bull talked about him neither, because it's like, even though Paul was on some bullshit, he wasn't out actually trying to kill his friends. He just was an asshole.
He was a drunk,
you feel me?
right?
Yeah.
Exactly. It was a mistake, right?
And I think, like, people always look at evil people or people who do wild shit as like just bad people all the time. But if they like you and they cool with you, they'll look out for you. They'll do things for you. They'll put you on. So from his, experience, he might have thought Paul was like, cool.
Bro, and you know, he made a lot of excuses for him. Okay, so Paul would get pissy drunk. This boy's not even 21, and people would describe him to be another person, so they call him an alter ego, which was Timmy. It was like a spoiled little white boy that I would think even from little white boys or whatever. But they said his nigga hands was spread when he drunk and shit, face be all red, right? And people kind of stay away from him when he drunk and shit. It was just crazy to me when he was like, people would say how evil his eyes were. We knew he was evil. And it was like, no, he was just trying to figure out who you were. Shut the fuck up about this drunk ass demon.
I ain't gonna lie. It was
this boy's a demon.
It was one thing they said. I heard somebody say that about me before.
I told y'all about Phelps. Phelps little Timmy too.
No, I ain't that bad.
When you get drunk?
Phelps has gotten
but
us
now
put
people,
out of, how many of your friends got you put out of establishment? Once.
But
okay, me and Phelps been put out about 6-7 establishments.
How many times was it my fault?
Just because of Phelps?
I react. That's all. I don't start nothing.
How much does it take for you to react though?
Right?
Somebody step on your shoe.
They can step on my shoe.
Nah.
They can step on my shoe.
It's when people being invasive and they try to pretend like they not, or they. This is the thing I don't like. People play stupid. You feel me? You know what's going on. You know it's shit around you. Stop acting like you don't. You feel me? And people do that all the time. And then as soon as I say something, then it's a problem.
Y'all gotta give us an example now.
Nigga sitting on the back of my seat with a ski mask on, Pooh Shiesty. He's on my seat though, but he shouldn't be there.
And were you okay with it?
It was in a club.
We were in a club.
Were you okay with it?
Am I allowed to tell this story without being badgered?
Nah, cause you got to be along the way, cause you gonna make it seem like, oh yeah, it was a nigga sitting on the back of my seat, and I was cool with that.
I don't know if I'm safe enough to tell this story.
You good?
Who got me?
Yeah.
The nigga was on the back of my seat with a Pooh Shiesty on. We had our own security detail. To let you know the caliber of club it was, because we only do elegant events. They didn't have any ice.
No water, no ice.
All top shelf liquor, no water, no ice, no juice.
Room temp. Nah, they had juice. It was room temperature juice. All you could do is
drink liquor straight in the heat. They had sparklers, bottles, no ice. Was it music? They had music.
Yep.
Nigga was sitting in the back of my chair with a Pooh Shiesty.
And we was on a stage that was 6 inches off the ground.
Phelps told the nigga, get your bitch ass out of here. Get off that motherfucking chair now. Nigga stood up. He was 8 foot with an AK-47. Then I ended up bleeding. And we got put out.
That was not what happened.
That's what I remember.
Nah, it was, I'm going to tell you what it was. It was a nigga sitting on the back of the seat. And then remember, it was a nigga that kept trying to talk to you. And I'm like, bro, go ahead. Like, you said what's up to him. And then he kept, I'm like,
I remember niggas with Pooh Shiesties. They make me uncomfortable. So I'm going to keep it quick with the Shiesty.
I ain't worried about that.
I'm going to let the nigga with the Pooh Shiesty sit in the back of my chair. Because he's not supposed to be here. Security here. Security's not removing this nigga. Clearly, we all should be afraid.
A nigga with a Pooh Shiesty, he might not even have no bullets in his gun. I'm not worried about that. Niggas be stinking.
For a whipping.
He might got a pistol. He
you
might
ever get beat with a pistol?
Dre.
I have not gotten
I'm gonna let you know.
Not me either yet.
I'm gonna let you know something, Dre. Don't ever get yourself in trouble, but just know sometimes this is a phone, my brother. Just know that. Sometimes it is.
And sometimes it's a Glock.
So, I said sometimes. So but me, I could like.
You could smell it on him.
Shiesty not scaring me, bro. You stink. Like, you got a gun with no bullets in it.
Do you get it?
This my whole thing. Niggas got a 30. I bet you it's only 6 left in there. Aim ain't good neither.
Phelps. But that's Phelps on Hennessy.
Roll the dice.
Nah, I ain't gonna roll the dice, but it's like, you feel me? You're not like, I feel like rolling the dice is going out trying to like,
but you gotta hear what he's saying. People be playing stupid. You know what I mean? Like, he's straight take it direct as disrespect. Like, if Phelps says something to you like, get the fuck off the back of the chair with the Pooh Shiesty, and your response is like, oh, bro, I ain't, he's automatically mad because you acting like you don't know that that's wrong.
Now, if this is the biggest person in the venue.
It usually is. That's crazy you said that.
This is the biggest person in the venue, a nigga sitting.
No. Oh, no. I'm thinking the biggest nigga as far as height with the Pooh Shiesty on. That's what it's always.
No, he wasn't that big. You just always, you talking about.
He was bigger than me.
You talking about Big Zesty when we was at the one spot. Not.
Big Zesty.
Not.
Do you want to get into Big Zesty? Let's just skip that one.
Yeah, we can skip that one.
Y'all got way too many stories of getting thrown out of places.
But just imagine, we went through with a nigga named Big Zesty. That's a good time, right?
Remember they pulled all them guns on me?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I couldn't find Phelps, and I kept telling whoever booked us, like, yo, it's not all of us on the stage. We need all of us, whatever. And then niggas turned, and it was like him, and it was this little nigga being surrounded by guns and men. And in the middle, you could see his fitty cap, like, waving because he was going to fuck off. That was Phelps.
I don't even want to know what got you in that situation.
It doesn't matter. Well, the fact that we're in the situation is more the highlight of the story.
I be chilling, man.
It's never Phelps. That's all I want to know. But listen. Tell me, we could talk about the Murdaugh murders, but all we want. But the nigga really got sentenced. Like it's guilty. It's not even like a debate anymore. Because I feel like people always want to it's like people will come up with their own little. Just like they said when they first were talking about, it could have been like somebody trying to get back for the girl that died on the boat, or just somebody that they fucked over in the town.
Yeah.
After these niggas run shit for 100 years and nobody got the heart to stand up to these niggas in the court or in the street, why would somebody come to the house and shoot somebody? Like these niggas been doing guerrilla gangster shit to everybody in the town. For the most part, people kind of probably tried to hang with them because they were the coolest people, but they was also known to be kind of like grimy a little bit.
Motherfuckers on the outside always try to make shit seem like it's sweet, but if you was down there, niggas was like, man, them Murdaughs be getting niggas missing. You wasn't about to be trying them and all that. Like, niggas just be chatting.
I think people just have a hard time to think that a husband would kill his wife and his son.
I don't know why. I just don't know why.
Chris Benoit.
I mean, he did it, but people have a hard time wrapping their mind around somebody doing
you know, when I thought he did it, when it slid across my head, when he called and said, my wife's been murdered. As soon as he called, it sounded like it on the phone. It just sounded like
the cry was ass.
You ain't go nowhere but to see your mom, who don't know who the fuck you are.
Yeah, dementia. The mom had dementia.
Come on. Well, I should have been a detective. All right, do I have a voicemail?
Mm-hmm. He was getting high though, so that's why he was off a little bit.
I don't even know, bro. I don't know if I believe that he was really a drug addict. I'm sorry. He should have said heroin.
I feel like he was, just because he was a white nigga that was slipping. Like, they be high.
Where's the money, Alec?
He took it all.
Contact us here.
I knew a white person that was like addicted to opiates like that, like real bad. They don't function right.
And I was with it, and I was totally down. But the fact that he is just saying that's where the money went, and those motherfuckers did the math, it's like physically impossible for them to do that many drugs because of what they cost. I believe that. Where's the money?
He's white, Damona. If his drug,
what are we debating? Do you think he on drugs? So do I.
Yeah, but
back off,
But you saying where the money, nigga?
Yeah, where's the money? You really believe he spent? You know how much money he spent?
The trap nigga was charging him up. I got a lick over here. This the Murdaugh nigga. I'm not. You're not getting this for the low.
In fact, I think that's why. I think that even with gambling, no, I think it's. I want to know where that money is.
You come across a government official that say, "Yo, I need this, this, and this." You gonna give it to him for the low?
Ready?
Yeah. Hey, Damona.
I ain't think
What's
so.
Up, folks? Dre, Tom there? Probably not.
Y'all don't have to speak to all of them when y'all call. It's about me and you. You're not asking them for advice, so stop being so fucking Joe. I seen a lot of comments like, why she keep cutting it off when they add? Because I don't like the questions.
Yeah. But real quick, I just have a question about why it is these niggas nowadays want to be chased. What is it? Is it society? Is it the time period that we're in? Is it social media? Is it like, what is it? Is it character issues? Like the way that, people are being raised? I'm confused. Like,
he don't like you. I don't think when a boy like you that he make you chase him. He make you chase him when you a little bit ugly. I've chased a nigga before, but he ain't like me that much.
Did you get him?
Probably, yeah.
I mean, so she's saying she complaining.
She said, why niggas nowadays want to be chased? They don't.
It's not necessarily that a nigga nowadays want to be chased. It's like you meeting a nigga halfway is chasing. That's wild. Can't meet a nigga halfway.
What's meeting a nigga halfway?
What's chasing?
If I got a call, this is chasing. If I have to call you more than once, or call you, you don't answer. Now I'm texting you. Damn, you forgot to call me. The same thing. The girl, because that's the thing. Some girls like to be chased first before they like fuck with you.
In life, normally women are the ones that are, you feel me, chase after.
You getting pursued and all that.
As soon as y'all got to do the chasing, y'all get lazy. It's some niggas that chase for years. You and I heard that. Yeah, a phone will ring. It'd be like, oh, it's this nigga that I done had a crush on me for 8 years. He cash at me on every birthday, and this nigga ain't never getting the pussy or never gonna see me or nothing. Y'all always got that, but then y'all would turn right around and be like, I'm not chasing nobody. It's like, give Tyrone a chance.
I don't know. If I really like you, I'm not. If I really like you, I'm not making you chase me.
Of course, no.
I'm only making you chase me if you like, all right. Like, you a nice guy, but you still like, your breath stink a little bit.
But see, as women, y'all won't, if a nigga got something to offer and he don't like, you won't cut him off. You're going to keep taking what he give you. You just not going to give him no love or no pussy.
You don't know me, nigga.
Y'all tell me all this shit.
Who's telling folks shit like that? I don't know.
So if a nigga really,
I always got him in his nigga bag. You know what? I got him in his nigga bag a lot.
But what I'm saying, if a nigga really like you and he giving you shit, cash apping you, giving you gifts, but you don't really fuck with him like that, you still gonna keep him on the line.
Got 8 boyfriends in the Midwest right now.
First of all, that's not true. Second of all, I used to be that way, but I am not anymore. And I don't play with people like that because I'm too old for that. But I used to do that.
She could be honest now. Like, look, nigga, you know who I am. You gonna send her money or not? She don't got to dance no more. That's all.
I don't want to talk about that. I don't want to talk about none of that.
It ain't no more song and dance. That's all.
Listen, you could play with people like that, but then that shit backfire on you, and you get a stalker, or this nigga start tripping. For real, man, it get weird. These niggas get weird. A nigga could talk to you from the Midwest, send you a couple dollars, never met you, and really be like, that's my girl.
But why?
Because you ain't correct.
Because you done gassed him up.
Not necessarily.
You been playing with yourself on FaceTime.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
Phelps,
shit.
what the hell?
I'm lying?
Yeah, damn, Phelps.
Oh, all right. Yeah.
It would be crazy.
I'm lying?
You're lying. I play with myself on FaceTime, Phelps. We have guests.
Oh, wow.
Like, damn, he's ignorant as shit.
Sheesh.
I never did that.
You lying.
That's crazy. I've never, and I damn sure ain't never tell that boy I did that.
Just for a cash app.
That's how do you see how he do me?
Mona's not a bad person. Like,
Do you see what he's saying? Just for a cash app. You played yourself on FaceTime for a cash app. And that's what you're going to let him roll with. Like, stop it. Please.
This the thing. You didn't play yourself for the cash app. You work for it. You feel me? You like a good conversation.
Phelps is the worst, bro. Phelps just got me sound like a hoe, man.
Nah. This is shit you all done said before.
I've never played with my coochie on FaceTime for a cash app.
No, I didn't say you did it for a cash app.
But that's what it sound like, correct?
That's what it sounds like.
So could you please correct it?
So
because that's what everybody in here thought. It's 30 niggas in here plus Drake plus the cameras and probably about 200,000 people gonna watch it. So could you correct it?
So you meet niggas, you entice them for rewards.
Can you just
and what happens in between that is what happens. You feel me?
This out, Drake, please. Damn.
It's niggas that's cool with that though. So why are you making that? Why you be like?
What about the ones that's not cool with it, Phelps? How they gonna feel when they watch this?
What the back of her hoodie just say? What's the back of your hoodie say? Yeah, see, Gary. What's the back of that hoodie say, Gary? That glitter hoodie that she had on. What it say? Can you just say it, Gary, please? The pussy dry if a nigga cheap or something. Thank you. You wore that. You wore that.
Make the hoodie. Like what the fuck?
I ain't gonna lie to y'all. You hear me?
Wow.
Yeah, this is great.
This my dog. Listen.
I'm his friend.
It's nothing. Look, you got high standards. You feel me? As you should.
Get them knuckles out of here. We not bouncing on. This is none of that. We not dabbing it up. This is bullshit.
That's wild.
Yeah, he's fucked up.
This is all shit that you done said before.
So what? I don't need you to wrap it up and repackage it and give it back to me, baby. I know what I said.
This was for her.
Damn.
You called her ugly.
I said she may be a little funny looking. Okay, this the DM. You might notice there's no music. Let's just be trying something new here at the podcast. Dear Mona, I live overseas and I'll come back to the U.S. this year. I feel obligated to visit my parents and my family, but the catch is I don't like any of them. I don't like my siblings and I barely like my parents, but they're getting old and I feel obligated to spend time. What should I do? I think this is a really good question. Because I'm halfway with, do what you gotta do to be happy. stay away from people that like don't make you feel good and all that. But then it's like, those are your parents and they're getting old, so you should visit them.
Yeah.
My question more is like probably when you say I barely like my parents and I don't like my siblings. Is it like because they're abusive towards you, or you just don't like them because they corny? Because I feel like if they're abusive towards you, like make you feel like shit, then you shouldn't deal with them. I feel like your family shouldn't be judged on as necessarily like relation and blood. You know, some of my cousins are pieces of shit. Who's between us?
Who sent that? Somebody in the military sent that?
I don't know, nigga. I don't know. His name is
Oh, it's him. All right.
Billy Bobby. It's a man.
Right.
No, but wait a minute. Okay, he lives in Japan. Oh my God, that's so cool. So yeah, what do you think?
I'm going with you. Like if it's on some abusive shit, it's like nah. But I mean, if motherfuckers is just you feel like they boring or they just spend some time with them and keep it with you don't gotta like.
I feel like you can make your own family if you don't like the family that you come from, and if you don't like them for like really negative reasons. Like people, they say blood thicker than water only in certain cases. That's really real to me. I have people that are not related to that act more like an aunt or a mom or whatever than some of my fucking aunts. That's the truth.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I got people in my life that literally don't do nothing but take. So they either want some advice, want to borrow some money, or fuck borrow, just give me some money, you know?
Can I have some of that water?
No, nigga, you can't. It's funny that you're thirsty. Wow. Yeah, but I have people like that in my family that I don't want to deal with. You know what I mean? Seriously, I'm a real nigga. My father's like that. Like, my father's a hater. I don't want to be around no hating ass nigga. I care if that's my father. He's a hater. Why can't I say my father's a hater when he's a hater? He's a hater.
I would because I just wanted to do an impersonation real
of my father. You gonna try to get yourself in a fight. He gonna fight you, nigga. My dad's still out here. No, but like I don't know. I don't. I'm just not into that. Like I'm not into like the whole like hold on to shit because we knew each other for 10 years or you know, like all that stupid shit. I'm not with none of that. Almost nowadays, when I see certain women and they're like, "Oh, this my baby, been through it all." I know what we've been through it all. Me, he had a baby, he used to hit you, and you just dealt with it for a long time. He'll brag off of that, like you know, we made it,
broke and then got money. Why had to be an abusive?
I think about it in a more negative way.
A nigga just can't come up. He just gotta be beating his bitch ass
We've been
and cheating
through a
on
lot
her for her to stay around.
Noodles.
It's the narrative you build.
Plus, it depends on your religion. Muslims, Christians, I know for sure the book that you believe in says you have to honor our parents. So don't forget.
I feel like you gotta give your parents grace sometimes too. Like sometimes they grew up a certain way, and you, even though like not abusive shit, like you shouldn't put up with that. But sometimes your parents may be strict, you know, like in a certain lane or a certain way, and it rubs you the wrong way. But it's just kind of because how they was raised and how they was brought up. So you can hang with them and spend time with them, but just know like this is just where their head is at. Like, and you can't take it personal.
If you're an adult though, it's like stop acting like a child. Be vocal with your parent and tell them where they went wrong. Y'all
what
talk
parent
that shit
you don't
out.
want to hear that shit? Black parents be like, I don't give a fuck. I raised you. I brought you in, nigga.
Look up.
I don't know a lot of black parents that's on something. Let me think about what I did with you so I could fix it. They be like, so what? I used to beat you because you needed it, nigga.
I legit sat there with my mom for like an hour and told her that a bunch of the shit I ain't like.
I think your mom's like intelligent, but go ahead.
And we cried together because she felt bad for some stuff and some stuff I didn't like. You feel me? But nah, nigga, we ain't about to do that.
And then you know what else is different about us that makes it foreign to me? Because we only children. Yeah. Like our moms, we be having different vibes with our moms because it's really like us, just us. You feel me? I feel like my mom too. I could say to my mom this, that, she'll say where she fucked up at and all that, but regular Negro moms with 4 kids be like, fuck all y'all. It's almost like a race who gonna kiss mommy ass the most. It be a lot of weird shit with them families with all them fucking siblings. And then mommy be shitty. I don't know. We cut them off in my family. Grandma, great aunt, whatever. You can get blocked, nigga. You talk crazy on this phone, you getting blocked. And you getting blocked for Thanksgiving. We get down like that. Thanksgiving was empty as a motherfucker last year. Everybody wasn't allowed.
Your family a little volatile.
Yeah, we cut you off, nigga.
Y'all lay hands on each other too?
What?
On my father's side, we do the fighting thing, but on my mother's side, no. My father's side fights, not my mother's side.
Yeah.
My father's side, like if we have a cookout, we usually fight each other first and then start the cookout with the people. Like usually we get the wrestling, getting it ready.
And I thought she was lying till I'd be like in the background of like some of them phone calls, and I'd be like,
yeah, Moochie hit such and such pop.
They and Nick Dre 30s, grown, got kids.
In they 40s,
out
50s.
Here mixing, fighting.
Mine is still busting split at a party. Pop pussy, she's 60. Mine pops pussy at parties. Shout out to North Philly. Thanks for joining us here on the Don't Call Me White Girl Show. Damn, I ain't say free thug. Add this in. Free thug. Free the big thug. I waited too much for this shirt.
And didn't say nothing.
Free him.